Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 9 de Chains of Satinav. Agora que o reino está quase todo destruído, resta só a redução de danos, detendo o espírito vingador do oráculo, normalizando os corvos enfeitiçados, resgatando Nuri e salvando o que resta da população de humanos e de fadas. E para isso, Geron, com o remédio do seu mestre, vai buscar a ajuda do erudito das fadas. A Câmara dos Sonhos. Então era esse o significado do anel que eu vi nos meus sonhos. Um artefato mágico que o oráculo usou para transferir seu espírito dentro do corpo do corvo. Quando voltar a Andergast, descobrirei que fim tomou esse anel. De volta ao lar. É inverno. Quanto tempo estive fora? A harpa do oráculo. Tenho que encontrá-la o quanto antes. Talvez o erudito das fadas ainda se encontre em Andergast e tenha encontrado algo útil. Toda a cidade está deserta. Em troca, esses horrendos pássaros do oráculo invadem as ruas, causam pesadelos às pessoas e as levam ao caminho da loucura. Pelo rei. Teria que haver me imaginado que esses magos suspicazes não me deixariam entrar na academia. Agora, só o rei Éferdam pode ajudar-me. Mas não posso me apresentar ante o rei. Talvez isso mude se eu conseguir tomar a cargo de livrar a cidade dessa maldita praga de corvos. Para isso, o remédio mágico de Gwynlin poderia ser de muita ajuda. Academia de Magia. O oráculo exigiu seu anel ao rei Éferdam, mas o rei não cedeu. Estou seguro que o anel se encontra na academia. Necessito saber mais acerca disto. Mas antes de mais nada, tenho que descobrir onde se encontra a harpa. É ali onde o oráculo tem Nuri como prisioneira. Eu tenho aqui a ordem do rei. Salvo-conduto.
Look, a royal charter. So, let me in already.
Not so fast. Indeed. The royal seal. All right then, birdcatcher. You may enter, but I'll remember your face.
There's still light up there.
Entrou em Halgards.
I'll have to catch up on my prayers I've missed on my journey, but first I'll save Nuri.
Círculo dos Deuses. Buraco no solo.
I wonder what's supposed to fit in there. Perhaps the staff of a sundial. The way these boards are attached, they won't even keep doves from entering.
Desse jeito não vão impedir os passos. Porta.
Someone's mumbling behind this door, but I can't distinguish any words. Firmly latched. Hello? No one's answering.
Tudo trancado.
The magicians seem to have run out of boards to block the windows.
Ele vai sair por aqui para abrir aquela outra janela. Mas não vamos ver primeiro o que tem para cá?
Geron, you're alive! By Satinav's empty gaze. I was convinced that the seer had sealed your fate.
The raven is the seer. He's got Nuri, but I've been to her world.
Slow down. Slow down. One thing after another. You're safe here for now.
Novidades do erudito.
What's new?
What do you want to know?
Experiência dele.
What did you experience?
The way to Andergast was cumbersome. Cursed crows and soulless fairy creatures. But look, I'm still alive.
What happened to your leg?
Oh, I've been bitten by worse. Shall I tell you about the fairy tooth I once found?
I haven't got time for that, Giacomo.
O seu conhecimento.
Have you gathered all the knowledge we're looking for?
Well, According to Magister Dorota, the harp bears great chaotic powers of unknown origin. It seems impossible to destroy, and any attempt to play it results in death for humans.
I have a feeling this is just the beginning of my journey. Is there anything else you found out?
The harp is not only the source of the Crow Plague. Since Nuri has been playing it, it's been sending us a veritable tempest of crows.
If that's all you found out, we really have to find the harp now.
This, is something the Magistra hasn't noted anywhere, I'm afraid. There must be more records somewhere. But the library is huge and not well sorted.
We don't have time, Giacomo. We have to be faster in our search now.
Sonhos reais.
Tell me about those visions that plagued the Andergastians.
Madness is rampant. Hardly anyone can stand the dark visions of the future.
Is there any protection against them?
Well, I for one haven't slept in days.
But that can't be a permanent solution. Why does the seer send visions? Does he want to make everyone crazy?
I fear it might be worse than that. He's collecting all the dreams with the help of the harp to outwit Satinav, in order to divine the truth about the future from the dreams.
He said he wanted to avert a catastrophe and doesn't want to die.
He must have seen his own death. He's challenging fate itself by combining the visions of thousands in order to know what will happen.
That's crazy, isn't it? Is that even possible?
I'm not concerned about his plans. It's his deeds that I'm worried about, and those cause death and destruction.
Outros termos.
About something else.
Vencer o pesadelo.
Ever since the attack of the crows in the royal chambers, I've had this recurring dream of the seer's execution.
Crows have made you dream of the seer? Very unsettling.
I was finally able to unravel this dream in the fairies' realm. The seer must have cast his own soul into the raven while he was on the stake. He used a magic ring for that. He's demanding it back from the king now.
The mysterious artifact of the seer that was salvaged from the ashes back then.
O artefato do oráculo.
What do you know about this artifact?
What exactly do you want to know?
Do you know where the artifact is nowadays?
No magic could touch the ring. It could neither be disenchanted nor destroyed.
That's why the thing should be kept safe in the academy.
Magister Oakwood took care of it when the seer revealed himself the second time. I'll look in the library to see if there are any records left concerning that.
Mestre Oakwood.
Who's Magister Oakwood?
The Vice-Chancellor of the Academy. Keeper of the Seer's Ring. He's locked himself in his study for days. You will find the chamber right next to the stairs in the hall, but he has locked the door using magic. I don't even know if he's still alive.
Intercâmbio de almas.
Do you know how an exchange of souls can be done?
That's a difficult question, the answer to which is hidden between heaven and earth.
Please, Giacomo, explain it to me as simply as you can.
Well, all right. Every being has a magical element along with its physical existence. The astral body. Concealed deep within lies our soul, purportedly. With powerful magic, it might be possible to open up the astral bodies of two living beings and exchange their souls.
So the seer wants the artifact in order to get back into a human body?
One would imagine, yes.
Perhaps even the king's body?
What are you saying?
Just a thought.
O artefato como sinal.
The seer is still captured in the raven's body. And what did Gwynling used to say? To catch a bird, you need two things. A proper net and the right bait.
Wait. This is dangerous.
Why? If the seer is so desperate for the ring, he might drop his guard.
Or we'll let him get his hands on the artifact and do exactly what we originally planned to avert.
Do you think you're telling me something I don't know? But we are not the future's slaves, and I don't see any alternative. I'll find this artifact for sure.
Outros temas.
About something else.
Harpa do artífice dos sonhos.
I discovered the Dreamweaver's harp in Nuri's world.
The Dreamweaver's harp? Oh, I mustn't be jealous. Tell me about it. What did it do?
It helps to challenge evil dreams and overcome them. But for the Queen it brought dark dreams too. Dark dreams of the future.
By Satinav, I'm sensing the horrendous. The seer's harp summons the crows, and those bring dark visions to us humans.
Dark and dangerous fairy power.
Shadows are cast upon my life's work.
Salvar Nuri, finalmente.
I have to save Nuri. As long as she's playing the harp, the Seer's Tempest of the Crows will never end, and soon she will be lost, beyond any hope.
By the name of Fabulon, I'll help you with all the knowledge I have, but you'll have to go alone. My injured leg would only slow you down.
I'll be back soon.
Licoreira.
Norta's research seems to have revolved greatly around the wine cellar of the Academy. I'm taking this away from you. You need to be of sober mind.
In vino veritas.
Yeah, sure. Write it down and hang it on the wall.
Lupa, cristal mágico.
It's wondrous. The whole world is so much bigger behind this magic glass. Are you still using this magic looking glass?
The magnifier? Not at the moment, no. Bring it back when you're done. The handwriting of Magistra Dorota is so tiny.
The scholar seems to be quite spry, apart from his leg. After all, he was crazy even before the Tempest of the Crows. Are those magic spells?
Words of wisdom, in the language of the scholars. But they're quite small-minded, if you don't mind me saying so.
Ni discera zessa.
Never stop learning. Profound.
Pro sapientia discera. Pro animum abstinere.
Pro regnum mori. Learn for wisdom. Restrain yourself for the spirit. Die for the kingdom.
I'd rather die for Nuri.
But we all survive.
Quid est veritas?
What is truth?
I don't know. I don't really care at the moment.
Understandable.
Estantes. Arte mágica, história, geografia ou matemática? Arte mágica. Artefato do oráculo, magia das fadas, harpa, transmigração, para trás, tudo.
The fairy scholar has all the records concerning that matter.
Magia das fadas.
Ah, look here. In order to be safe from the magic of the fairies, paint the head of a piglet on your door. If only I had known that earlier.
Harpa.
Perhaps I can find something about the Seer's harp.
Don't bother. I've already rummaged through the whole shelf. Magistra Dorota didn't leave anything else.
Transmigração.
Here's something about transmigration. It is said about dark druids that they can exchange their soul with that of an animal or even a human. Then they migrate from soul to soul and thus live many a year until their own soul goes to the unnamed. Some fairy folk are also said to have this talent, but those just do it for pleasure and so they play a joyful game with it.
Voltar atrás. História. Andergast.
Why Andergast will prevail. May Andergast shine bright.
Rei Éferdan.
Éferdan the First. There's the story about how he set forth with the heroes to challenge the seer 13 years ago, but he was wounded on the journey and had to be left behind.
Nostria.
The 13th war against Nostria, the 14th war against Nostria. I don't have that much time.
O oráculo de Andergast.
There's a note about the seer. Regrettable is his death, considering the lost chance to observe the magic. How did he gather his knowledge of the future? Was he a druid or even a warlock? He seemed to use the power of fairy magic too. The examination of his remains did not reveal anything of value.
Geografia. Andergast.
Hundreds of books about Andergast and one about Nostria.
Reino das fadas.
About fairy worlds. Mighty strange to behold are the creatures of the other worlds, for it is reported that it is hard to tell if they walk on 2 legs, or if they're animal or plant, or hemitic noses.
Nostria.
About Nostria. As flat and ugly as a place is the kingdom of Nostria. The common Nostrian angles in brackish ponds for salterelles. I know all that already.
Matemática.
Mathematics. Many crows make a swarm. I don't need to know more about it.
Já sabe tudo. Agora que entrar na seara da Ba... Vamos entrar agora, então. Será que eu tenho que olhar para dentro? Ou tenho que abrir com a forquilha? Tentar abrir com a forquilha. O forcado, né, que chama. Notas.
Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. He scribbled this saying all over the place.
Eos causa discimus.
Something's written here. About the beetle of Asmodeus. Whatever is put into it can never be retrieved by anyone but Master Asmodeus himself. But Master Asmodeus has been dead for years.
Monstro.
Dead, at least I hope so. Is this a young cave dragon? Well, I guess this is all in order. Quod die benevatant.
Ha! The gods won't help you now.
What?
Eos causa discimus.
Are those magic spells?
Eos causa discimus.
Ele sempre fala isso, diria Tigu. Chapéu do mago.
I never really understood why magicians wear those amorphous funnels on their heads.
Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus.
Mago.
His eyes look like he hasn't closed them for days. Magister Oakward? What? What's wrong with you?
All those faces. Thousands of shards. Hycinda, save my mind. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus.
We have to talk.
Eos causa discimus.
What does Eos causa discimus mean? Magister Oakward keeps repeating this one sentence all the time.
Well, I can tell you that. It means, because of her, we learn. It's a well-known saying amongst scholars, and it refers to Hycinda, the goddess of wisdom.
What does the Magister mean by that?
By the imp's beard, I have no idea. Madness must have clouded his mind, too.
I'll be back soon.
Juntar tudo com tudo.
I can decipher Gwynling's writing much better with this. Why not make it a proper funnel? After all, it's shaped like a funnel already. Much better now. A funnel hat.
A única coisa que ele diz mais ou menos é o vinho com o chapéu de funil. Então talvez seja isso. Ah, tem as escrituras aqui também. Uma que é de pegar.
Why can't magicians just write in a common language? Andergast vivat, Andergast crescat, Andergast floriat. Fatum est in scriptum. There must be a secret compartment behind it.
Essa daqui é para pegar, então.
The tablet is wedged.
Super faca guincho 2000.
Looky here. That must be a magic key. Why has the magician hidden the key here of all places? There must have been more secret spots. Interesting. If I turn the word Eos upside down, the letters turn into numbers.
Mas não sei por que achando essas coisas eu voltaria na casa do Gwynlyn. É a última coisa que eu pensaria quando não tivesse absolutamente mais nada para fazer. Colocar a chave na pintura?
No, what use is that supposed to be?
Eu não vou usar a chave aqui, eu vou usar a lente de aumento nas letras pequenas que ele não enxergava aqui. Ele falou isso em algum momento.
What's written here? Raven's Peak. What does that mean?
Então agora eu tenho que descobrir bico de corvo. É quando você está quase morrendo, você está no bico do corvo. É essa gíria. Que não deveria ser daquele tempo. Senhor erudito, o senhor sabe o que no futuro vai ser a gíria no bico do corvo?
We have to talk.
O bico do corvo.
Does the name Raven's Peak mean anything to you? Gwynling scribbled that on his drawing of the harp.
That isn't the name of a mountain. Perhaps you will find a hint in the ethnographic section of the library.
I'll be back soon.
Geografia, ele disse? O bico do corvo.
Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Here, the mountain Raven's Peak in the stone oak forest. And on this page, Magician Dorota has drawn the way to the magic harp.
Excellent.
E... essa chave que vai para o relógio de sol lá embaixo? Que hoje em dia é relógio de neve? Essa foi boa. Chave mágica.
It could fit into this hole. Aha! So, what now? I hope this isn't just for kicks.
Praios, raja, ingerem, perane, fex. Fex é o da sorte, né? Ingval, firum, resinde, boron, travia, effort, rondra.
What happens now? Hey! Those must have been the wrong symbols, or the wrong order.
5, 12, 1, 3. É isso, já tá de ponta cabeça agora. 5, 12, 1, 3.
Praeos, the chieftain of the gods, first among the deities.
Ah, esse é o 1, então.
The goddess of war stands by our side in our struggle against Nostria, most of the time. The unpredictable god of the sea. Travia, loyal, caring, reliable, and a bit boring, but I didn't say that. The ruler of the realm of the dead. You won't get Nuri yet, but I'll send you the seer soon. The goddess of wisdom isn't too well revered in Andergast. Grim Fearon, I hope Gwynling found his way into your hunting grounds. The ever-changing lizard Ingval, called by the name of Tsar by some.
Tchá.
Good luck and cunning. As yet, Fex hasn't left me. Perena blesses our crops. It's the blacksmiths who pray to Ingarim. The goddess of love. Why have you made everything so complicated?
Tá, então praios é 1 e deve ser no sentido horário. E a placa é mesmo 5, 12, 1, 3. 5, 12, 1, 3. Candelabro.
It's right above the magic cage, like it should be.
O artefato dentro de uma jaula mágica.
The seer's wooden ring. The magicians have simply caged it like a bird. The cage of Asmodeus, to keep valuable or forbidden artifacts, surrounded by cumulative destroyer magic. Be very aware. Destroyer magic is conferred to every object or subject that comes into contact with the cage, whether directly or indirectly. Whatever falls into the cage cannot escape forevermore. Invisible threads of power hold the desideratum in the middle of the cage. Finally, a tablet I can read, which doesn't automatically mean that I understand it all.
Vou pôr o chapéu maluco cortado aqui. Sim.
A funnel hat.
E derrubar o vinho.
Then the wine will run through the hole into the cage. Or through the cage. Be that as it may, this doesn't get me closer to retrieving the artifact.
É uma boa ideia, mas não me ajudará a recuperar o artefato. Colocar o jarro vazio embaixo? Ah, mas era para colocar o jarro, não pôr a mão.
Well, what did I expect anyway? The jug doesn't even fit through one of the openings.
Ah, ele estava tentando pôr a jarra lá dentro.
For the sake of old times. What if I just let them drop in? The shards hover in there like the wooden ring.
Agora vou reparar o vaso.
If I reach into the jug from above now... Oh, damn it! No, not this way.
Claro que não é assim. Por que você foi pôr a mãozona lá? O artefato já está dentro da jarra. Agora derrubar o vinho no funil
So much for your invincible cage.
Senhor erudito, temos artefato.
We have to talk.
O artefato do oráculo.
Look, Giacomo, the seer's ring.
By all the stars! In the meantime, I've read through more of the magician's analysis.
Do you know what exactly the thing does now?
Zinda have mercy on me. It really seems to swap the souls of two living beings. It's important to have a focus. The artifact has to be equipped with a part of the target's body.
The raven's feather! From my dream!
That's right. The target must be near the artifact too.
How does it engage the magic?
If you speak the word, the magic of the ring is engaged immediately. Alas, this says its magic is spent for the most part already.
What does that mean?
It can only be used once more.
Foco.
What exactly can be used as a focus?
You will need an actual part of the target's body. Hair, fingernails, blood. That associates the ring with the target person. The body part has to be conjoined with the artifact. Touch it, as it were.
Artefato como isca.
The seer is still captured in the raven's body. And what did Gwynling used to say? To catch a bird, you need two things. A proper net and the right bait.
Wait! This is dangerous.
Why? If the seer is so desperate for the ring, he might drop his guard.
Or we'll let him get his hands on the artifact and do exactly what we originally planned to avert.
Do you think you're telling me something I don't know? But we are not the future's slaves, and I don't see any alternative.
Mudar a palavra mágica.
Would it be possible to change the ring's magic word?
You mean the trigger? Why do you ask?
We could render the ring useless to the seer and use it as bait instead.
Interesting thought. The analysis of the magicians say that this is possible. The original word has to be recited backwards, followed immediately by the new word to be implemented.
Have the magicians had any luck with this?
I'm afraid not. They never found out the seer's word.
No meu sonho, corvos.
In my dream, the seer mumbled one word when he changed souls.
Try to remember it.
It was corvus.
Formidable. Now we can prepare the ring with our own magic word.
Uma escolha própria.
How about
Nuri, Neirutvena, Satinav. Já que é o nome do jogo, né?
Satinav?
That is a very good choice. Satinav it shall be.
Partimos agora?
I'm ready to go to the Raven's Peak to free Nuri. I'll bait the Raven with the artifact he so desperately wants. Then I'll kill him, or flee with Nuri.
I don't know, Geron. Certainly it is useless to him without the new magic word, but how do you want to set the trap for him?
He is a raven. I am a bird catcher. I'll come up with something.
I'd like to have your self-confidence. So, this is goodbye then. May the stars of the worlds and all the fairies' luck be with you.
Farewell.
Farewell, and keep away from the harp's strings. Touching them destroys the human spirit.
Thanks for your help, Giacomo.
They say time heals all wounds, even its own. But Geron's time had almost entirely run out. Fate, destiny, doom. He didn't bother with such thoughts anymore. The end of his journey lay before him.
I'd better lay low.
As criaturas simpáticas estão por aqui.
I'll lure them onto the lake. Then I'll smash the ice to pieces, somehow. Why isn't this battle mentioned in any legends? No one is ever going to sacrifice to you ever again, seer. The statue is made of ice. The creatures must have made it with their magic. The way to the harp must lead through this cave.
Talvez eu possa montar uma armadilha para o oráculo. Ele está desesperado por pôr suas mãos no anel, e isso o converte numa isca perfeita. A harpa tem o artefato do oráculo, o anel, cujos poderes obscuros se utilizaram para transferir sua alma no corpo do corvo. Graças à ajuda do erudito das fadas, consegui trocar a palavra que ativa esses poderes. Agora não será de nenhuma utilidade para o oráculo. Eu usarei como isca para fazer-lhe uma armadilha. Depois fugirei com Nuri e nem sequer as criaturas do oráculo poderão me deter. A ideia da Aba é quebrar a estátua de gelo do corvo aqui. Vamos lá.
This is for you, Raven.
Quebrou não só a estátua, como todo o lago de gelo ali. Era isso.
It must have been a hopeless battle for the defenders.
Não tenho nada para botar aqui.
On my small catapult, the mechanism is locked with a lever like this. Then the catapult is released. With this catapult, not even a bolted lever would help.
Tem alguma coisa lá em cima. Outra catapulta.
With the walls crumbled, the catapult is facing the lake now. The stronghold didn't resist the siege machines for long.
Cadáver de cavalo.
This is a knight's horse. The foreleg is branded with the oak of Andergast. It can't have been dead for long.
Projéteis, as bombas aqui para catapulta.
The besiegers didn't hold out too long, or the besieged.
Projétil na catapulta.
I can't think of anything here.
Colocar a palanca.
The lever goes with this cogwheel, but there's ice everywhere.
Como que eu vou esquentar isso?
Very good. The ice is coming off. Now it should be working.
Finalmente.
The lever goes with this cogwheel. The catapult isn't loaded. Well, how could it? There's no sling.
Estilho. Cabrestante aqui.
Exactly the same as my small catapult. The crank cocks the lever spring. The sling is loaded with a stone, and then the handle is released to eject the projectile. Unfortunately, the sling is missing.
Posso arrumar?
Not this way.
Não. E também não posso colocar direto.
Unfortunately, the sling is missing.
Posso cortar um pedaço do couro do cavalo?
Sephiroth will understand. This piece of skin should suffice.
Pele de cavalo.
These will have to do for one single shot.
Agora a munição. E agora atirar.
Now it should be working.
Atirar.
I always wanted to do that. What's this? A grave? I don't even want to know what's buried there. I mustn't get near them, or else I'll be lying beside this skeleton soon. They guard the entrance of the cave.
A harpa lá em cima.
Nuri, she's still alive. This horrible humming. My mind can't take it for long, but I have to push on.
Estaca de sacrifícios quebrada. Consertar esse pau aqui.
Nuri, I'm coming, and then the raven will decorate this pole.
Essa madeira nas pedras.
Very well, but what will I sacrifice to the beasts? I'm reluctant to cut off my own hand.
Algum dos animais sacrificados lá no lago. Mas antes não dava para pegar nenhum.
I don't need any more.
Agora pedaço de carne, né?
Nuri! Let go of me! Not this again!
Eu não tenho a faca.
Light! The creatures abhor light! And now, of all times, I can't reach my flint stone!
Faca quebrada.
My knife!
Consertar a faca.
How am I supposed to reach that?
Esqueleto.
Too far away. Out of reach.
Uma estalactite com ação. Essa.
My arm is too short.
Quebrar. De osso. Costela. Ah, a costela tá na mão dele para puxar a faca. Pega a costela e puxa a faca.
Got it.
E a faca na criatura.
This is for you, meat fly. Nuri. Nuri! Nuri!
Who are you?
Pare de tocar. Sou eu.
Can't you see me? It's me, Geron.
Garen? The harpers called you here, like the birdman said.
Yes.
I wanted to paint a green sky for you, but the sounds of the harp make every color black.
I'll take you away from here. Somehow.
Don't bother, birdcatcher. There is no salvation. Nuri and the harp are one.
Seer.
Yes. It's a shame that I am who I am, that I see what I see, and that I have to do what has to be done.
You're asking for sympathy?
I am not heartless, Nighthare. I'm just taking what was meant to be mine.
And what, pray tell, is that?
I was once promised eternal life, but all I got was the prospect of a painful death. But this cannot be my fate. The gods have one more task for me to fulfill. There is a reason why I was blessed with the gift of second sight. That's why I mustn't die.
But die is what you will do. I'll pluck you and then stuff you.
Think about your next step wisely, birdcatcher. It doesn't have to end here. Don't you understand? Nuri is just a fabric your dreams are made of. The magic bird that vanishes as soon as you reach for it. Down there, real life is waiting for you. The herb girl will give you many children. Children that no fairy would have ever born for you. What do you say? Don't you want to give me anything in exchange for that? Didn't you bring what belongs to me? Give me the artifact, and I'll let you go.
Deixar ir Sanuri. Por que o artefato? Dar o artefato.
What do you want with the ring? Will your spirit occupy my body?
Indeed. Wouldn't that be sweet irony? But why would I want to be a birdcatcher when I could be king?
Rei?
That's what this is all about. You want to minion over Andergast.
Undergast? No. I will reign over a realm of dreams. 1,000 shards of dreams reveal the future to me. And then I'll forge it after my own will. And finally, I will be immortal.
What did you do to Nuri? Let her go. Torture me if you need a sacrifice.
Rah! You cannot save her anymore. The harp has consumed her. Every attempt to free her would mean her death.
Dar o artefato é o que resta.
Well?
No. There must be another way.
Useless thoughts, Nighthare. I've long since seen your decision. You will extend your hand and give the ring to me. It can't be changed.
Não. Então sair.
The artifact? Give it to me!
Artefato do oráculo. Para o corvo. Ou para a harpa. Ah, sim, porque daí ele vai tocar nas cordas da harpa e ele é que vai ficar enfeitiçado.
A net and bait, but the raven will not fly blindly into the deadly strings. The bait is laid, but there's no trap. Now it's time to improvise.
Momento de improvisar. Vamos cortar as cordas da harpa.
Don't bother! Nothing within your powers can destroy the instrument. Pathetic. You should know better by now. Did you bring your cage too?
An exchange of souls. If her body is lost, I'll save her mind instead. Now, how was that again? I need a focus. Her blood. A strand of hair? But those are both things the raven would immediately notice on the ring. How can I cut her off? It would be her death.
Bonehead. Not even death would mean salvation for your fairy.
All this just to have a glance at the future and to avoid your own death. Don't give up, Nuri.
Peça perdão a Nuri, a anime ou se despeça. Peça perdão.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I wanted to save you.
Don't worry. Imps lie quite often too. And I like imps.
Oh, how heartwarming.
Alentar.
You'll be free soon. Then you'll fly, free like a bird, soaring up to the skies. Somehow I'll get the harp to let you go.
But I am the harp. And if I stop playing, everything will break apart.
Despedir-se.
I have to go now.
No. Please stay.
The Birdman wants you to be alone.
No. No.
So that I don't distract you.
No. I don't want to be alone. I have played for so long. I wanted you to come here. The Birdman promised me.
Hold on, you hear?
Ela está chorando.
As long as she's still able to cry, her soul isn't lost yet. You'll be laughing again soon, Yuri, I promise.
O anel com a lágrima?
The focus. I'll use Nuri's tears as focus for the artifact. The same way the seer used the feather to project himself into a raven's body. Good. Nuri's tears are invisible, and the new magic word was Satinav. Very well. Here, take your crown. Wear it for as long as you live. And now, you never meant to let me go, right?
Be mad at the gods, Nighthare, not me. Every lot they foist upon us seems so unfair, doesn't it? But what do your woes or those of a fairy mean compared to all the lives I could save?
Profecia.
Let me make a prophecy for you. You will fail and meet your death. The doom that I am supposed to bring only affects you. Your time is up.
Time? What do you know of time? Time is the fire in which we burn. Once the original gods shattered the mirror of the cosmos, which showed the future. Tonight, I'll reassemble the shards.
The Keeper of Time will punish you for your heresy.
The Keeper of Time?
The 13-horned, the chained giant.
Do you still not understand, Birdcatcher? The 13-horned has no dominion over me. There is no Keeper of Time. There is no Satinav.
Ela virou corvo muito querido, corvinho muito querido.
Yuri was free. And Geron returned to Andergast with her. No one there even knew of his great deed. But he didn't mind. The crows had vanished, and so had the dark dreams. And soon, the land fell into a blissful sleep again.
bem legal, uma história contada de uma maneira bem diferente. A velha saga do herói improvável. Pena que no final eles ficaram juntos, mas separados. Já que eu shippava tanto esse casal. E até a Bá gostou, apesar de ela virar torcedora do Baltimore e abandonar os Vikings bem no final do jogo. E heaven, never heaven, never heaven. Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, o acompanhamento da jogatina de mais um game completo aqui no canal. Espero que vocês tenham gostado de ver tanto quanto eu gostei de rejogar. Desejo boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.